saying, my own hand has saved me. God says, here's the problem. I don't want pride to set in. He says, nothing will develop a nation's pride than a military success. Can I get a witness in here? Because here's what pride does. Pride says, look at me. Pride says, look at how great I am. Pride says, look at what I did. Pride says, God didn't do anything for me. Pride says, I don't need God to handle any of this. Can I get a witness in here? God says, first of all, I don't want to have to deal, I don't want Israel to become proud. Can I get a witness in here? But he also realized that there was another problem in the camp. And that was fear. So he says, prune the soldiers. Y'all listen, y'all listen. This is what he says. Now watch this. He says, tell those who are fearful and afraid, go back home. He says, tell those who are fearful and afraid, go back home. Tell those who are fearful and afraid, go back home. Watch this. 22,000 turn back. He had 32 when he pruned the filth. 22,000 turned back. And see, God knew that fear would spread like wildfire. And so he says, if you're fearful, go back home, because we don't need you contaminating the rest of the army. Can I get a witness in here? Because God knew that fear would hinder the work of those who wanted to go forward. And let me say that again. Let me say it a different way. God knows that fear will hinder the work of those who want to go forward. He started out with 32,000. 22 were fearful. 10,000 were left. However, God says, you still got too many. Come on. Can I get a witness in here? Without going through a whole process, God reduced the number to 300, which was only 3% of the 10,000. And that made the odds 400 to 1. But God's ways are not our ways. Not 400, 450 to 1. God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And God says, I'm going to show you how to prove. Here's what I want. I want the ones who are alert. That's all I want. To go with you. Now watch this now. Watch this. God's plans, God's ways may seem unreasonable and illogical to us. But his wisdom and his power are far greater than ours, and his plans can be trusted. God, watch this, God will take what's left and do wonders.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Preach, Bishop, I'm doing the best I can. Say again. God will take what's left and do wonders.
Yes, he will.
One more time. God will take what's left and do wonders.
Yes, he will. Yes.
Watch this. God removed 31,700 men from Gideon's side in one day. Why? Because God will sometimes move or remove the things we depend on. Sometimes God will remove the people we depend on so we can learn to trust Him. Can I get somebody in here? Yeah. Sometimes God will do it. He will remove people and things that we depend on so we can learn to trust Him. Let me know. Stop worrying about those who are not with you. Thank God for those who are. Y'all not praying with me. Stop worrying about those who leave. Thank God for those who stay. Can I get somebody in here? Stop worrying about those who are not with you. Thank God for the ones who still are. Thank God for family. Thank God for friends. Thank God for loved ones who still love you and who still will be there for you. Stop worrying about who leaves. Thank God for who stays, because God can take who stays and do a miracle with them. I know I'm preaching, y'all. I'm preaching better than y'all saying amen. I promise you. God says, you got too many. I can't do what I want to do unless I prune some people. Can I get a witness in here? See, watch this. God can do a miracle with who's left in your life. And that's what we ought to be giving God thanks for. We worry about who's gone, or worry about who stays. Worry about who stays. Worry about the ones who are faithful. Worry about the ones who still can be trusted to do the things of God and to be with you when everybody else walks away from you. That's what you ought to be thanking God for. Let me give you the third point and I'm out of here. God leads us to do that which brings Him glory. Gideon had 32,000. 31,700. God removes. He leaves them with 300. And God's army was so small that its men could not take any credit for any victory that they would accomplish. See, but you know what God does? God delights in demonstrating His power and glory in the face of our weaknesses and our inadequacy. Now you need to get this. While Gideon was obeying God's commands, God was working behind the scenes to ensure victory for Israel. God spoke to Gideon. God spoke to Gideon. Chapter 7, God spoke to Gideon, and God says, here's what I want you to do. He says, I want you to go down against the camp. In other words, I want you to go near the camp, and I want you to be observant. Then he went down with Pariah, his servant, to the outpost of the armed men who were in the camp. What camp? The camp of the Midianites and the Amalekites. Watch this. Verse 12. Now the Midianites and the Amalekites, all the people of the east, were lying in the valley, watch this, as numerous as locusts. And their camels were without number as the sand by the seashore in multitude. And when Gideon had come, there was a man telling a dream to his companion. He said, watch this, I have a dream. I have had a dream. To my surprise, a loaf of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian. It came to a tent, struck it so that it fell and overturned, and the tent collapsed. Then his companion answered and said, this is nothing else but the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel. Into his hands God has delivered Midian and the whole camp. And so it was, when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and its interpretation, he worshiped. He returned to the camp of Israel and said, arise, for the Lord has delivered the camp of Midian into your hand. Y'all missed the whole thing. Gideon was obeying God. God was working behind the scenes. Can I get a witness in here? Putting fear into the hearts of the enemy. Watch this. God calls one of the enemies to dream about their defeat and share it with another enemy soldier. Gideon overheard it and knew that God had delivered the enemy into his hand. Watch this. God's timing is perfect. Man, I wish I felt like preaching this morning. God's time is perfect. God's timing is perfect. God gave Gideon, watch this, the encouragement he needed, just at the time he needed it, and God always comes just in time. Do I have one witness in here? Comes just in time. Just in time. Watch this. Here, let me close with this. God used trumpets, pitches, torches, and a shout, and threw the enemy into confusion. And fear led to their own destruction. See, God used a trumpet and a shout to tear down the walls of Jericho. Can I get a witness in here? If you got something going on in your life that needs to be torn down, his strongholds that need to be torn down, I dare you to just take a moment and give God a shout. I tell you, things happen when you give him praise. Walls fall down when you give him praise. Walls of adversity will fall down when you give him praise. Anybody in here that would just take a moment and just praise him? Don't worry about what you're dealing with now. Don't worry about what you're going through. Just give him glory. Just give him praise. Walls will fall down. Walls of oppression, walls of depression will fall down. Can I get a witness in here? You don't have to wait until you see it. You don't have to wait until it comes into fruition. Praise him right now. Glory to God. He's worthy to be praised. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh my God. Oh my God. He says, here's what you do. He said, I'm going to blow this trumpet. Yeah. And he says, when I blow this trumpet and when I break all of this, to break this lamp and these torches, and you see the torches, you do the same thing. You blow your trumpet. But then you shout the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. Can I get a witness in here? And watch this. Verse 21 says, you got to get this. And every man stood still in his place all around the camp. And the whole army ran and cried out and fled. All they did was shout. All they did was blow a trumpet. Can I get a witness in here? All they did was just hold up some torches. And the army was thrown into confusion. Bible says they just stood still. Oh my God. When you trust God, you can stand still and watch God do the work. You ought to high five somebody and just tell them, when you trust God, you can stand still and watch God do the work. Can I get a witness in here? That's what God told Jehoshaphat. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Why? The battle is not yours. It's God. Can I get a witness in here? So you can go to battle to God by giving him praise and glory. He says you don't have to fight this battle. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Watch this. So when life presents you with challenges that seems to be impossible, just remember God takes pleasure in showing his power and his faithfulness to those who will trust him. Just remember when the fourth quarter is over. Just remember when the ninth inning is finished. Just remember when the bell of the 15th round has been rung. God will still be standing when everything else is gone. God will still be standing. Just remember, God specializes in things impossible, and he will do what no other power on earth will do. Do I have a witness in here? You ought to tell somebody, don't worry about what you're dealing with. God specializes. Don't worry about what you're coming up against. God specializes. It might look impossible to you, but God specializes in doing the impossible. So shout right now. Give it glory right now. Don't wait till the night. Don't wait till tomorrow. Glorify it right now. Yes! Be the word. Yes! Be the word. Yes! Be the word. Yes, he is. God, I wish I had power. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, yeah. He's doing the impossible. So no matter what you're up against, with God, you are in the wrong. No matter what you have to deal with, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think. God will use trials and troubles to build our faith. And God will take what's left. Who's left? And perform a miracle with it. Jesus lost 2/3 of his church in one day. You might have to lose some folk in your own life. So that God can teach you to trust Him. I'm a witness today. God can take what's left and do miracles with it. And if you believe God, give God a great big hand.